Hello students, a very good morning to you. We have completed meiosis 1, that is of chapter 10 of class 11. Today we will continue at chapter that is cell cycle and cell division of class 11, that is meiosis 2. As we have studied in our previous classes that how cell division helps the organism to produce the equal daughter cells and the haploid cells. In this topic, we will study about that how meiosis 2 helps in carrying the parental characters in their gametes and how it carry to the zygote that is formed due to fusion of two haploid gametes. And in this topic also, we will know about how meiosis helps in producing 4 haploid gametes from a single cell. So students, let's start it. As we know that whether it is mitosis or meiosis, they are completed through 4 phases, means prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Like this, meiosis 2 is also completed through these 4 phases, means prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2. And in this phase what happens? The original cell which goes through meiosis 1. In meiosis 1, the cell already forms its haploid chromosome or gives its haploid chromosome to the daughter cell. And here means this cell division, meiosis 2, which resembles the simple mitosis, means meiosis 2 is equivalent with mitosis. In mitosis, 2 equal cells are formed carrying the equal number of chromosomes, and in meiosis 2 also, the gamete carries the equal number of chromosomes. Haploid gamete carries the equal number of chromosomes, means after meiosis 1. Let's see. As we know that it is resembles with mitosis, means equational division. Means suppose 2n gives rise to 2n, 2n. This is in case of meiosis. In case of mitosis. This is in case of mitosis. Exactly in case of meiosis 2, n gives rise to nn. Clear? Here diploid, here haploid. As we know, in meiosis 2, haploid gametes are formed. So let's understand in detail, and later we will study about the cell division through this flowchart. So let's start. Meiosis 2 or prophase 2. What sequence of events takes place during prophase 2? First, nuclear membrane disappears. Means in prophase 2, like in case of mitosis, the prophase 1. Here, in case of prophase 2, the nuclear membrane disappears by the end of prophase 2. Means the nuclear membrane disappears and the chromosomes get condensed. As we know, the chromosomes are present in entangled form inside the nuclear membrane. So in prophase 2, the chromosomes are condensed and nuclear membrane disappeared. And next in metaphase 2. In metaphase 2, chromosomes align at equator. The microtubules from opposite poles of spindle get attached to the kinetochores of sister chromatids. So students, let's understand this metaphase through diagram. This is your prophase. This is chromosome. As you know that chromosomes exist in pairs. This is chromosome. This portion is kinetochore. Here is the kinetochore. As this is pair of chromosomes, so kinetochore is present through which centromere is present. Then this is metaphase 2, which we are studying now. What is said that metaphase 2 chromosomes align at equator. Equator means this is equator and this is pole. Both the chromosomes, you can see here the chromosomes are in pairing and have no spindle fibers visible. But here you can see, here the chromosomes align means get together at the equator region. This region is called equator and they get aligned at equator region. With the help of, where they are attached with spindle fibers. These are spindle fibers from the pole region. Means how? By the microtubules from opposite poles of spindle get attached to the kinetochores of the sister chromatid. This is kinetochore. This is also kinetochore. You can see this is kinetochore, this is kinetochore, this is here kinetochore and this is kinetochore. Kinetochore have the centromere which attached by the spindle fibers, and these spindle fibers are formed from microtubules present inside the nucleus. And this is the pole region. Means here we can say that chromosomes align at equator. They are aligned or get together at equator, and the microtubules from opposite poles of spindle get attached to the kinetochores of sister chromatids. These are sister chromatids or homologous chromosomes, which will later form homologous chromosomes. So this is sister chromatid and this is sister chromatid. They attach both with the spindle fibers from opposite poles. Clear? Next, anaphase 2. In anaphase 2, what happens? Simultaneous splitting of each chromosome, allowing them to move towards opposite poles. Here you can see. Here they are attached. Here they are attached. But here, when anaphase 2 initiates or starts, then the chromosome, means the sister chromatid, splits simultaneously. Means continuously. Simultaneously, it divides and moves towards the opposite pole. Here you can see there is no connection between the sister chromatids. Now, this pair is separated and goes towards this side, and this pair is also separated, goes towards this side. So, in anaphase 2, arising or arrival of anaphase 2, or the sign of anaphase 2 is simultaneous splitting of each chromosome, allowing them to move towards the opposite poles, which now move towards the opposite poles. Next is telophase. As we know, telophase is the last phase of meiosis or mitosis. As we are studying about meiosis 2, so telophase shows the completion of cell division or end of meiosis 2. So here the two groups of chromosome are again enclosed by nuclear membrane. You can see how many? This is 2. How many? This is 2. If I give you the number of chromosomes, then if this is N, this is M, this is also N, this is also N, this is N, this is N. As we know, it is equivalent with mitosis. So in mitosis, 2N gives rise to 2N, 2N. Here N gives rise to N, 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 N. And after completion of meiosis 2, here we get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 haploid gametes containing half the number of chromosomes from the original parent. Clear, students? After telophase, means after formation of 4 haploid gametes, cytokinesis follows, resulting in formation of tetrad. As we know, cytokinesis means division of cytoplasm, and due to division of cytoplasm, cell wall or cell membrane is formed around the nucleus and named as separately as a cell. So here exactly that happened. From single cell, here 4 haploid gametes are formed, which is called as tetrad. So this is all about your meiosis 2. Let's see it through graphical method, how this represented through graphical method. Let's a quick view on both mitosis and meiosis. Students, now you can see mitosis, this is meiosis. Mitosis means equational division, and meiosis means reductional division. Here the chromosome number is equal, chromosome number is equal in both parents, both in parent cell and daughter cell. In biology we say daughter cell, which is produced from parent, so we can say here that daughter cell. And in reduction division, the chromosome number get reduced to half of the parent. If it give you example, suppose if I consider the chromosome number of human being, we have 23 pair or 46 number of chromosome. And if this cell goes through mitosis, then 46 gives rise to 46. Whereas this cell gives rise to 46, then here we will get 23, and again 23. The last result of mitosis is getting 2, 1, 2. But the last result of meiosis is getting 4. Mitosis is completed through 2 steps. But mitosis is completed in 1 step, whereas meiosis is completed through 2 steps. That is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. If we saw, you can write these differences. If the question comes, what is the difference between mitosis and meiosis, you can write this. Now let's see how graphically we represent the cell division of mitosis and meiosis. 2n gives rise to 2n. This is mitosis. 2n gives rise to n. This is meiosis 1. And this gives again n. This is meiosis 2. So this is how the cell division in our body take place. Means all the cells of our body divided through mitosis except the cells where gametes or germ cells are produced. That's why this type of cell division, meiosis, is seen in the area or in the part of our body where gametes are formed, means testis and ovary goes through this type of cell division. Then what is the importance of meiosis? As we know that meiosis gives results in the formation of 4 haploid gametes. So those parents who have diploid number of chromosome or their chromosome number is 12, these organisms grow through meiosis. Clear? These organisms goes through meiosis to form haploid gametes. It has a great importance in forming the haploid gamete as well as transforming the characters, parental characters, to their next generation. So this is all about your meiosis 2 and completion of your chapter 10.